Previously on Half-Assed Garage.
It's finally that time. We're going to go ahead and fix this rain gutter on the truck, get it ready, get it to the trans shop, hopefully, get everything fixed, and then actually start working on making it drivable so we can enjoy the summer. But coming from the back, actually tore the steel out. You really have to have dry sand. You saw me having to stop all the time. Next video is going to be on, repairing this with my epoxy repair.
And now, the epic conclusion. And I also lost the intro. Enjoy.
Alright, so let's see if the Seal left any damage on the windshield. The main ingredient in Seal is an acid. I forgot what kind it is, but I kind of wondered if it would etch the glass at all. That is a negative. Alright, so yesterday I filmed the video where I sandblasted this all down and got it looking pretty good. But one thing that you always have to keep in mind with these old first-gen Mopars is underneath is always just as bad. So that's all seam sealer that has detached and corroded and came apart. So all of that stuff will have to be ground out or, whatever out of there at a later date. But since I don't plan on driving this truck in the rain, really, I don't have to worry about the rain just getting ripped up through the windshield and slamming into this. Mostly it would just be, water collecting in here and running down. So that's what I'm hoping to accomplish with my little repair that we're going to do is just to keep it from collecting rain and seeping down this way, not so much this way. Anyway, I knew that the window seal had to be replaced, so I did buy one a few months ago. Old LMC truck. So yeah, got a new window seal. I knew that thing had to come out. I did get 2 lock rings for it. I got the black one, and then this aluminized kind of one right here. It's supposed to match the trim. So you guys can let me know in the comments. When I bought this, I didn't know that all of this trim was going to be destroyed when I took it off. So I'm not sure exactly how it'll look. You can see where that lock ring goes. It's that kind of rust colored one there. It goes all the way around. I don't know how it'll look with the chrome one or aluminum one around the edge there without having the, corresponding trim around the drip rail. So you can let me know in the comments. What do you think I should do? Go with the chrome one? Kind of might look weird, I don't know. Or just use the black one. Black one's super cheap. It's like $8. It's like 23, but no big deal. Just want it to look right. I'm not sure if the window seal lock ring thing will pick up, the aluminum accents or chrome accents, whatever you want to call it, from the side and look okay, or if it'll just look out of place on there. So I'm not sure. Let me know. Okay, well, I threw up this tarp here, roughly taped it down because there's some metal finishing that we're going to have to do on this stuff. It's pretty sharp and jagged all along the whole thing. You can see it's really pitted from the rust. So I'm going to sand all it down. I got some tools out for it, just Rolox stuff, different grits, Scotch-Brite, flap disc, all that. So I think that's going to work out okay. And then this is our Bondo, repair that we're going to try to use. So that I kind of think hopefully it'll work sort of like Bondo, except it's totally waterproof and all of that. It'll be harder to work with to sand and grind wise, but my thought is take the Gorilla Tape, make like a dam on the bottom, around the front here, just ooze it all back into here and just let it kind of flow forward and fill that all in, and then, grind it smooth. So that's the idea. I don't know if it'll work like that or not. This stuff is quite a bit harder to work with than regular Bondo for obvious reasons. I don't know. I guess we're going to find out. But that'll be an epoxy bond, into this. It won't come out. It won't absorb water. It won't bubble. So if it starts rusting anymore, it's not because of that. It's just because the nature of this rust right here. Try to get this bottom all taped up. I don't know how well it's going to hold up. This tape, I'm choosing this one because it's so sticky, but the bottom is really trashed under here. So we're going to do the best that we can. A little pick. Run it up over there. I don't need this stuff to really hold really much. It's just got to support the weight of some of that JB Weld. I don't think that should be too tough for it. So I'm just going to continue doing this, taping it up from the bottom, and then once I get it pretty much all done, bring it back. Alright, so that's how it looks. Right there you can see there's no light coming in from the bottom. There's the tape right there. Looks pretty good. It's pretty straight along there. There's one spot kind of right here that needs a little bit of body working to kind of get it straight. Not really that big of a deal. But yeah, the bottom of it seems like it's pretty much sealed up all around. I did check it with the light. You can see some light coming in the front there, but the front needs to have some more tape on it too. This side here is going to need a little bit more, but I'm going to have to wait until after I get done grinding on it. But the rest of it's straightened out better. You know, it is what it is. I'm not getting too crazy on it. I mean, how many people get up here and go, man, your rain gutter is a little bit tweaked. It's a first gen Ram. There we go. Alright, we're going to test this stuff out right quick. It says here, sets in 6 minutes. So, need to make sure that I have enough time to mix this up. Go up there, get the camera set up so you can see something. And still have enough working time that this will flow. So I've opted just to kind of change course. I'm going to mix a bunch of this stuff up right now. I'll put the camera up on the roof where you can see, and then I'll mix it up. So you just mix this stuff up, you know, super good, equal parts. Alright, you can see maybe it's kind of starting to get a little bit stiff, so that's what we want. Try to clean up this roof line a little bit. Now once it starts to smooth out and lay like that, you see it's pretty smooth. If you keep messing around with it, then you'll leave marks in it that won't come out. I'm going to mix up some more, kind of get over in there. Alright, that's as good as I can get it tonight. It's filled in. I kind of got it looking a little crappy right there, where it started drying up on me. I got to sand all this down. But overall, I think it's alright. It's way better than it was. There's no holes in it. So in the morning, I'll take all this off and see how it looks in this part. Now I'm hoping that it just squeezed out enough in here that, you know, it filled in the voids, and I can go over it with a skim coat or something like that, fill it in a little bit more. You can see right here on this side, I just kind of pushed in the voids the best that I could. It's pretty hard now, so Yeah, all of this stuff I gooped it on thick so that I can kind of grind it off and make it flush. So all this stuff hanging over I don't care about. So that's all I'm going to do for tonight on this thing. Just going to let it sit and cure, get as hard as it can get. I think it takes 24 hours to fully cure or something like that. Let's see. Cures in 4 to 6 hours. There we go. Well, I'll be in bed, so it can cure overnight. And I'll just get back on it tomorrow. All right, day 2. It's sat overnight. Hardened up pretty good. I mean, it's a little bit soft still, but not too bad. It'll harden up over time. There's a little spot here I got to fill in, and I'm just going to run some more down this rain gutter and got to do the other side. I bought more of the JB Quick, so should be able to get the entire rain gutter done now. All right, are you ready for the unboxing? If we can get it off. Ooh, look at that. Oh man, slick. Here at the JB Weld Auto Body Institute, we're doing it right. Yeah, can't be mad at that. Oh, this one's not gonna come off easy. It's encapsulated, one might say. Thing's about perfect. It oozed into all those cracks pretty nice. Heck yeah. I mean, we've got some voids here, but that's to be expected. A little bit of high build primer on there, some sealer. Heck yeah, I think we'll be golden. I will eventually, my plan is, whether it happens or not, go over this again with actual seam sealer that I bought. This is going to probably be fine, and I won't need to, but who knows. The backs will, though. This part, I'll seam seal with like legit seam sealer. I got to paint the truck, so I'm going to probably come up from this body line right here and do the hood and the roof, and probably cut it right there and end it. That would be my plan anyway. Not right now, but you know, you can see I've pretty much thrashed all of this area, so I don't have too much of a choice other than drive it around like this, which is unacceptable. The rest of the body, though, the paint is decent enough, so you can see the reflection in it. Good enough. I'm not trying to make this a show truck. But the hood, the fenders, onto this body line here, across the hood, whatever. Do a little grinding. I don't even really need to do much on this. A little bit of smoothing. It's perfect. Yeah, so you can see it turned out pretty good. Overall, I'm having a hard time getting the focus right, you know, on this thing. We got a little low spot in here, but for the most part, it's nice and smooth. So we're good. A little bit of filler, just a little skim coat. It'll take hardly anything, and then nice sealer, and we're good. All right, so I knocked it all down with a roll lock, and I'm just going over with some 220. just kind of clean things up. It's looking pretty good. I sent a picture of my repair to another YouTuber, and his response was pretty funny. It was just, Jesus. So it kind of, I thought it was funny, but it made me think, some people are going to be offended that I used epoxy and I didn't, cut out all the rust and, replace it all with steel and stuff. But that's an astronomical amount of work, and I don't have the time or the ambition to do that on this truck. If it was a 69 Charger or something like that, it was worth a lot of money, sure, do it that way. But for me, this truck's going to sit underneath this roof the majority of its life and go out in the summertime once in a while for a little bit of fun. That's it. It's not a show truck. It's not a restoration. It was never meant to be. I'm not going to sell it, so I'm not hiding something to get away with anything. This epoxy fix, this repair, they've used this for decades to repair rust. It's been prepped right. It's not like, I didn't just slap it over rust. I mean, it's been sandblasted, it's been prepped, everything's good. So it'll last longer than the truck will. So that's my theory on it. And again, it's my truck. I don't plan on selling it. It's just going to get some summer fun for 3 months out of the year in Michigan when the weather's nice. So that's it. So hopefully nobody is like super mad that I didn't cut any of this steel out. But realistically, man, it'd be a rough job to do a full rain gutter on this for really no benefit over this. And this is going to work great. It's got to be finish sanded. I just hit it with a little bit of this primer, just something I had laying around. You could see all the glue where it was glued on before all the trim anyway. But yeah, it needs to have a little bit of filler here and there, kind of smooth it all out. This corner is a little bit rough. Obviously, there's body work that needs to be done kind of in here to blend all of this into the roof line. But you know what? When you're standing next to the truck, this is like eye level. You're not going to see that stuff. It's going to be fine. So yeah, came out pretty good. Like I said, little bits here and there need to be kind of metal finished. Make it look a little bit nicer. But hey, you know what? This stuff is way better than it was before. So I'm going to have to repaint this. I was going to kind of leave it, but now I can't. I can get it to the trans shop. That's all that matters. I got to do some stuff inside. Got to clean up the mess, put everything back together, and that's it. Should be good to go. So overall, I think it came out pretty good. I wasn't sure what to expect using this stuff. I've never used it before. Used epoxy, but not JB Quick, JB Weld, whatever. And came out great. Flowed in nice. Everything's good. It's pretty easy to work with too. So it needs to be finished up, but that's a job for another day. Other than that, hope that you guys enjoyed the video. The guy at the hot rod shop, trans shop, whatever you want to call it, said to call him Tuesday. That's a few days away. So he should be able to fix the trans next week. Let's hope. Fingers crossed, knock on wood, whatever. So I hope that you had fun with the video, and if you're stuck in a bind with a weird project, maybe this is an option for you. I don't know. It's up to you. But yeah, thanks a lot for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know if you've ever used this for any body panel or rust repair or holes or whatever it is. Let me know. And yeah, I'll catch you on the next one.